Nyakundi Kelvin for KTN.
Thanks, Nyakundi. Shift in focus following accusations by the Council of Governors that President William Ruto's administration is attempting to undermine devolution through budget cuts and delayed disbursements. Critics have weighed in on the claims, with the county bosses threatening to shut down county services if the National Treasury does not reinstate the 38 billion shillings allegedly diverted from county allocations. KTN's Esther Diana delves into the matter.
Governors may not fully understand their mandate and could be their own worst enemies. These are the words of the chairperson of the Transition Authority, Kinuthia Omwangi, who also hinted at possible sabotage of devolution by the national government.
The deepest respect to the governors, that's nonsense. A county government is a government. And this is sabotage of the idea of a devolved government because they don't understand what is a government. They are only custodians of authority. I don't think that the county governments sometimes understand their own functions.
According to Kinuthia, the 2010 Constitution does not empower governors to unilaterally shut down county governments. He says counties derive their authority from the people and the Constitution, noting that such a move will be unconstitutional and impractical. However, political analysts argue that the budget cuts may not be a deliberate effort to cripple counties, but question the national government's approach to devolved functions.
Coming from the pure sense of holding on to functions, there is resistance to let go. Why is the national government resisting to allocate funds?
We are using a wrong approach. Number two, government doesn't have money. That's the truth. Government is broke.
Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi has dismissed the Council of Governors' claims as misrepresentation, noting that conditional grants were removed from the books to prevent an inflated budget deficit to GDP ratio, which could affect budget implementation. According to Mbadi, the relevant bill is yet to be passed by the National Assembly, even as the financial year nears its end.
This discussion that National Treasury was diverting funds was completely out of tune with the normal budgetary process. That money cannot be spent anywhere. The Senate and National Assembly and the governors are flexing their muscles on whether to allow some road maintenance levy to go to counties or not. Us as National Treasury, we are not involved in that politics. So what do? Do we allow the figures to still remain there and show a higher budget deficit? The answer is no if you are prudent.
We are beginning to feel that our governors are not giving us the best.
Critics argue that instead of engaging in political rhetoric, governors should focus on service delivery. Experts contend that devolution is not functioning as initially envisioned.
Even if counties were added 100 billion on top of what they have been getting the past few years, they still can't do what counties are supposed to do.
The county bosses insist that the budget cuts have hindered ongoing county projects, alleging that the government is deliberately undermining service delivery in all 47 counties under the guise of revenue shortfalls.
Na tuwakumbushe tu kwamba sisi kama magavana kama county governments we're not a department of the national government. Amembo ataamuka siku moja aseme nimetoa fedha hapa nimepeleka mahali pengine.
And we are asking that the national government to start demonstrating that they actually do believe in devolution.
This crisis comes barely a month after President Ruto and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga signed an agreement acknowledging that devolution, while intended to enhance democratic governance and grassroots development, is being systematically undermined and starved of funds.
The Council of Governors demands the immediate restoration of all the diverted funds to county governments, failure to which county governments will shut down its services in the next 14 days.
This 14 days ultimatum comes at the back of delayed disbursement to county governments that has overall increased pending bills to a tune of 524 billion shillings, affecting service delivery in critical areas.